Hi, my name is Benson Mwembeshi. The HIV/AIDS crisis in Africa is the most devastating pandemic to befall the continent. To supplement the many efforts out there by different people as well as organizations, allow me to present to you the Educator board game. The Educator is an innovative way to disseminate information on HIV and AIDS. In a country or in a culture where readership is very low, we have found Educator to be an effective way, because as people play the game, they get entertained, and in the process, they get to learn more about HIV and AIDS.
For the first time in many traditional African societies, the extended family system is no longer adequate, as many orphans have to fend for themselves. HIV/AIDS destroys the economic engine room of African societies, such as teachers, professors, doctors, nurses, engineers, lawyers, community leaders, and so on. In spite of the many books out there on HIV/AIDS, very few people make time to pick up a book and read and extract the valuable information to help themselves. A common thread that runs through many people groups of different cultural background is that of competing against one another. This is especially evident in the area of sports and games. The Educator board game is designed on the premise that every people group look forward to some form of entertainment, regardless of their economic or social condition. The inbuilt competing approach in the game, combined with teaching, has made Educator to be appreciated as a source of entertainment, in this way making it an effective teaching tool on HIV/AIDS. The game can be played by people in different groupings, including primary and secondary schools, universities and colleges, religious groups, workplaces, social clubs, business places, homes, people in prison, etc.
By playing the Educator game, the true old saying that goes, what I hear, I forget. What I read, I remember. But what I do, I know, becomes a reality through the Educator.
Changalo chiretwalira pantu chiretusambirisha efingi fya kuchita prevent ubumi bwesu. Lero kabiri nisangamu efishing kafimwe fya kuti ati olo nali n'abana ndi kuno kwine nshiri kunganda kuti bansambirisha kona ini kuti nabasambirisha kofi ifi akuti na ine kuti natwala kontanji kuti ati bamwe abashishiwe abashirati wapokererepo ififintu na atu abapera ko kuti ati nabena babe yaweyo kuti kiranshita bafuire baba ukupokerera amashi wasuma mukusunga obumi bwesu bwa pala kwati kuli akwa kalombo ka isaka pala ka HIV and AIDS
kulene bali akaka game aka na pezapo punzizo yakuti kati punzisa ko munga kusunga mankhalidwe ya umuntu yakuti tinga nkhale na matenda ya AIDS kuzichingiriza kwa matenda pantu mukutea kamene yaka kapunzisana pa ituma picture twambiri hapa tonse tuli na punziso yakaena moyo wangu jagupa umi wangu mbovu tata mkwesa.
The good part with this game is that you don't have to read a boring book. It's more like certain books take you to sleep and all that. So it's like with this game you get to read every page of the book and get to understand every part of the book by playing the game, and you're awake and you feel more excited to even read and understand what's going on here, and you get to laugh at each other over certain issues like we have just been doing here.
The good thing with Educator is that it gives you a chance to really talk about some of these things that people don't like to talk about. Like you have here, for instance, it says, say no to stigma. Well, it gets you talking and thinking about things that you really like to shun. And I think it kills the stigma, because some people will go out, you know, as you're playing the game, you start a discussion while you're playing the game and say, well, how true is that? It really brings some of these things to mind, and really it gets people thinking, and they know more about HIV and AIDS and awareness through the game. And I think that's really an avenue to really explore in. It really helps the youths, and it caters for all ages. But it makes it more fun and makes it light, so the whole family can benefit while you play the game.
yatipunzisa pali va HIV and AIDS kuti tipunzire ine na vana vanga na wamuna vanga tiongotale so tafika chetankala tambotea yako kuti tipunzire kuti HIV libwanji yatipasa konzeru.
We've loved the game so much. Wish that in the village that every home could have such a game. If we happen to have a game like this one, this will mean that even in the village, people will know their status to help them, will know how to handle people with HIV and AIDS.
The game tifuna maningi. Kuti mukatitandizeko tikasichana ife manyumba patu tikazive chavo teveni vake panyumba.
The educator is much more than just an entertainment tool and much more than just an education tool. In other words, it qualifies to be called an edutainer because it's like a coin with two sides, with one side being entertainment and the other one being education. And once you get involved in the educator, it captivates your mind. It begins to actually force you, or rather motivate you to introspectively look at your character. You begin to examine how you have led your life. You begin to examine how you have treated those of our family members, those of our community members that are infected with HIV. The educator is fit for anybody, irrespective of the level of education, irrespective of age. It actually is good for family members, for institutions and schools, because all these sectors or components of our society will find it very useful. The edutainer, as a matter of fact, has got components on prevention of HIV and AIDS. It has components on treatment. It has components on care and support, and in fact, impact mitigation. It is a complete package, and I should say it is a must-have tool of education, tool of behavioral change communication in every household.
I'd like to invite you to join our efforts to make this product available to the many masses out there. Thank you so much. God bless you. Shalom.